The 80-20 rule says that 20% of your efforts will give you 80% of your results. As a psychology student who overcame depression and anxiety twice, I'm going to tell you exactly what the 20% of efforts are to get 80% of the results in your mental health. My name is Lucas, I'm a psychology and philosophy student, and my goal with this YouTube channel is to help you improve your mental health through science-based habits and philosophy. The first habit, which is probably equal to half of those 20%, is sleep. Poor sleep will fuck up not only your health, but your mental health as well. You will be less able to suppress intrusive thoughts and intrusive memories. So you know when you basically are just chilling and then you get a fucking idea, like a memory of something that happened in the past or a bad thought that is basically bullying you. Well, if you slept better, you would be more able to suppress these thoughts. You also have a worse ability to assess prediction of rewards. So basically, in our lives, we have different activities that give us different level of rewards. And in a study, the group that slept poorly was less able to make a difference between activities that will give them a lot of dopamine and very little dopamine. Which means that this group was either very motivated to do anything in everything, or it wasn't motivated to do anything at all. And this was my case. I was in the second group. I mean, I was in the study, but this was my case. Like motivation, I didn't have motivation to do anything. Life felt so numb and blank to me. And I think that might be the worst case scenario. Because nothing feels motivating. Not the good habits. Not even the bad habits feel that motivating. It's just that they're so easy that you end up doing them. So I would end up scrolling, playing video games, watching porn, and eating bad food. So increasing your sleep is pretty simple. Not easy, but simple. And I'm going to tell you some things really quickly here, okay? Sleep and wake up at a consistent time, or as consistent as you can. Get light as soon as you wake up, either light from the sun, or you buy like a $20, 10,000 lux light, and you get the sunlight in your eyes. Stop caffeine consumption at 3 p.m., but ideally at noon. Stop eating at around 3 hours before bed, if possible, and reduce screens 1 hour before bed. If you do these 5 things, your sleep will already improve so much and you'll feel so much better. If you really want to maximize your sleep, you can check out my other video in which I give a lot more information about how to improve your sleep and the downsides of poor sleep. The second habit is the main driver behind your mental health. This is gratitude. Gratitude for yourself and for life. So let's talk about both of them. Gratitude for yourself comes from one key thing, which is progress. If in 3 months' time you're better than you are right now, you'll feel more grateful. It's simple as that, because you'll feel proud of the actions you took. And so the idea, the concept, what we want to do is to make you have progress, make you improve, so that in the next 3 months you are totally like different and so much better on, so that you can't help but feel proud of yourself. If you improve your sleep and you start going to the gym and exercising, in 3 months you have built some muscle, you feel more confident, and you can't help but feel grateful and proud of your past self. And this is huge. We don't want you to hate your past self. We want you to feel proud and grateful for him. Which means right now, you need to think of your future self, like what can I do to make him happy? And what you can do basically is think, what did I want my past self to have done for me right now? And now you do it for your future self. And having gratitude for the world is a bit different, because you have to manually implant these gratitude thoughts into your brain. And how do you do this? It's through something called gratitude journaling. Each day, it can be morning, afternoon, or night, you write 3 things you're grateful for. These can be events that happened. So I'm grateful for, X class at school because the teacher was really nice and I got a good grade. Then, good grade, you're grateful and proud of your past self. It can also be objects, like things you have in life and people as well, that you can be grateful for. Like, if you look around, there's a bunch of things you can be grateful for. A bed, like a phone, whatever you're using to watch this. The food you have at home, water, hot water, the fact that we're living at this specific time in history and not during the fucking Second World War. There's a bunch of things you can be grateful for. And what you want to do in the first few weeks of gratitude journaling is manually implant gratitude thoughts in your brain. So that, and then this is the perfect point. Your brain will start to naturally generate more gratitude thoughts, more grateful thoughts throughout the day, naturally. And this is the golden point. And once you get to this, don't stop gratitude journaling. I made this mistake. I got to the point where my brain was naturally generating gratitude thoughts. And I was like, I don't need to journal anymore. And guess what happened? I stopped getting those gratitude thoughts. So journal and keep journaling and slowly increase the amount of points you have, right? After like you had a month of writing 3 things you're grateful for. Now increase it to 4, now 5, 6, 10 things you can be grateful for in a day. And you realize you'll be so much more grateful for the little things in life. And this is the perfect point. Sometimes something will happen at the exact time your brain will think, oh, I'm grateful for this. I'm going to write that at night. And now you have so much gratitude. And in 3 months, if you keep doing this habit consistently and you keep progressing, you'll be so much more grateful. And what's special is that not only will your mental health be better, but you'll be a better person overall. And, truly, our goal is to be better people, better humans. And a grateful person, a grateful human, is better than an ungrateful one, even for your relationships. If you are grateful for people around you, for the things they do, people will feel that and they will like you more. So gratitude is really this essential habit that can't be left out of the 20%. Now, I won't leave you with just 80% of the results. If you're watching this, you might want to get 100% of the results. So what are the other habits that will also increase and skyrocket your progress to better mental health? Let's go. First one is meditation. Meditation is really important because it gives you a better peace of mind, more peace, more mindfulness, and being able to be in the present moment and be calm. In a conversation, you'll be present, you'll be listening, and other people will feel that. When you have someone present listening to you, it's so much better to talk to them than when you have someone that's thinking of other things and you can see that they're distracted. Meditation will improve your focus and your attention and will improve your mental health. Meditation, let me explain to you how to do it. Basically, the idea is training your mindfulness. It's being able to focus on an anchor of the present moment. So, the most used is the breath. You close your eyes and you breathe, and you focus on the sensations of your breath, either in your nostrils, your stomach, whatever basically place you actually feel your breath. And naturally, this is normal, you will start thinking. You basically go from the present moment to the thoughts. And the idea of meditation is bringing your attention back from the thoughts to your breath. And this is meditation. This is one rep. This is what you want to do. And the idea is that we want to make as many of these as possible. So you shouldn't be mad that you lost your attention. You should be happy because then it's another opportunity for you to bring your attention back. And slowly, you'll start meditating 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. And now, you get like fucking 15 of these reps in 5 minutes instead of getting like 2 of them. Because when you lose yourself right now, it takes you 5 minutes to go back. So meditation, really great. By the way, I have a guided meditation and gratitude inside of my full mental health course. So if you want, you can check it out. I'm so proud of it. Go. It's amazing. And another habit you can try is spending time in nature. This will improve your overall peace of mind. And nature is this great thing. And honestly, when I remember and I think of times I spent in nature, they are always good times. Like even when I felt bad and I went to nature, I immediately felt better. So if you can, go to nature, meditate in nature, exercise in nature, because then you're exercising, you're in nature, you're getting progress, and you're feeling good. So try to surround yourself with more nature. Either that's having plants in your house or going to the local park to study, to read, to meditate, to exercise. And this will increase your happiness overall, your fulfillment with life. So spending time in nature is great. And the final habit, which is journaling. And it's tied to gratitude journaling, but it's not just gratitude. It's journaling your thoughts and keeping a track of what you're thinking. And this is a really powerful habit because when you're basically feeling like these bad thoughts, like you're angry, you're sad, you're guilty. Whenever I feel these things and I write them on my journal, it's like I took them from my brain and I sent them to the journal. And now I'm more peaceful. It helps me understand and go over things in life. When I have fights, when something bad happens, I take a pen and I start writing. It doesn't take that long. It takes like 5 to 10 minutes. It can take longer if you want. And it's like you've taken those bad thoughts from your brain and put them in paper. And you've externalized them. And you feel so much better. You feel, it's like these things are like parasites. They're glued to you. They're like eating you. They're making you feel like shit. And when you transfer them to paper, you feel so much better. It's clearer. You're lighter. And this is an amazing habit you can try, complementing gratitude journaling. So every time you have a thought you want to capture or you're feeling bad, take a journal, take a piece of paper, or take your phone. Ideally, do it on paper, but if you can't, take your phone and just write things. You can, on WhatsApp, you can take your own number and send it messages so only you can see it. You can send them audio messages to yourself, just expressing what you're feeling and talk about it. And basically go like to the end, talk about everything that's going on in your mind, and you'll feel so much better. So truly, journaling is an amazing practice. If you can add it, it'll be great. And these were not only the 20% habits to improve your mental health, but also the extra habits that'll make you have the 80, 90, 100% of your results. So thank you very much for watching. If you like more content, you can subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.